Celtics injury report. The Boston Celtics might be facing the Chicago Bulls without a key piece of their roster. One of the team's main players is listed as questionable, leaving fans on edge. Could a new injury derail the Celtics' dream of returning to the NBA Finals? So far, not even a series of absences has slowed down the team, which holds steady in second place in the Eastern Conference. With the third-best offense in the NBA, the Celtics dominate from beyond the arc, attempting an impressive 51 three-pointers per game. This remarkable figure even surpasses the Bulls, who take 43.7 shots from long distance. The secret behind this offensive powerhouse? The versatility of their starting five. Porzingis and his right heel. Not everything is smooth sailing, though. Kristaps Porzingis, one of the team's most crucial weapons, has struggled to stay on the court. The Latvian has appeared in only 7 games this season, leaving a significant gap in both offense and defense. In their last matchup against the Wizards, Porzingis was forced to leave the game in the first half. However, his post-game remarks, along with those of coach Joe Mazzulla, were optimistic. The medical report ahead of the game against the Bulls reflects this confidence. Porzingis is listed as questionable, indicating that the injury isn't serious. Even if he misses the Chicago game, he is expected to return soon, possibly in the next match, after a brief rest period. Who fills in for Porzingis? If the Latvian star is sidelined, the Celtics have options in Luke Kornet and Al Horford. Kornet, when starting, usually plays limited minutes, as Boston relies heavily on their bench to compensate for absences in the starting lineup. Horford, meanwhile, returns to the roster after resting during the Wizards game. Given his experience and impact on the court, it's more likely that he will take the starting role if Porzingis is unavailable. Averaging 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.9 assists while shooting 48% from the field, Porzingis has been a cornerstone for the Celtics this season. The pressing question is his durability. He needs to stay on the court to help the team secure the coveted first seed in the East and keep their championship hopes alive. Jaylen Brown misses practice after attempted break-in. What is happening with Jaylen Brown? The Celtic star raised concerns among fans after skipping practice to be with his mother following an attempted break-in at his mansion in Wellesley, Massachusetts. The shocking news was reported by WBZ-TV's Steve Burton on December 18th, putting the entire NBA community on alert. The break-in attempt occurred on Sunday, December 15th, while the Celtics were securing a 112-98 win over the Wizards on the road. Fortunately, no one was injured, despite the residents being home at the time of the incident. The Celtics' official statement. The safety of our players, their families and staff is our highest priority, the team stated in an official release shared by Burton on X, formerly Twitter. We are aware of the recent incidents and are working closely with authorities. We will not comment further at this time. The Wellesley Police Department confirmed that the intruders likely believed Brown would be away during the break-in attempt. According to the report, there were clear signs of forced entry, and security footage captured 3 men in gray hoodies trying to enter. However, nothing was stolen or damaged in the residence. The investigation is ongoing, while Brown has already returned to practice as of December 18th, gearing up for the game against the Bulls on December 20th. A growing threat in the NBA. The attempted break-in at Brown's home is just the latest in a troubling trend of crimes targeting NBA players. Bobby Portis of the Milwaukee Bucks revealed on November 3rd that his home was burglarized, with valuable items stolen. He even offered a $40,000 reward for information. Mike Conley Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves had jewelry stolen while attending a Vikings game. In response, the NBA, in collaboration with the FBI, issued a security alert to players, warning of sophisticated robbery groups referred to as South American transnational theft groups. These organized crews employ advanced technologies such as drones, signal jamming devices, and pre-invasion surveillance tactics. Massive trade proposal suggests Jrue Holiday's departure. Could a major shakeup be in store for the Celtics? The Boston Celtics, widely regarded as one of the best teams in the NBA this season, might be exploring a shocking trade that could disrupt their core lineup. Following their NBA championship win last year, the team has maintained its momentum, cementing itself as one of the league's powerhouses. But what if a blockbuster trade is the key to future success? Under the new CBA restrictions, financial maneuverability is tight. Any significant move would require the departure of a key player. In this hypothetical scenario, point guard Jrue Holiday would be traded in exchange for a star center and added depth on the wings. The trade proposal. Clippers receive Jrue Holiday and John Collins. Jazz receive P.J. Tucker, Derrick Jones Jr., Terrence Mann, 2025, 2026, and 2030 first-round picks, plus 2026 and 2031 second-round picks. Celtics receive Walker Kessler and Norman Powell. Clippers. They acquire a true floor general to run the offense alongside James Harden, with John Collins bolstering their frontcourt depth. This move maximizes the Kawhi Leonard and Harden era, making them even more competitive in the West. Jazz. They offload Collins' contract while securing a treasure trove of draft picks, with the Clippers' 2030 first-round pick as the crown jewel. Celtics. They part ways with Holiday but gain financial flexibility by moving off his $30 million annual contract. Walker Kessler provides stability in the paint, especially given Kristaps Porzingis injury concerns, while Norman Powell adds firepower off the bench. Why this trade makes sense? Boston faces both financial and rotational challenges under the new CBA rules. This trade not only eases the cap burden but also creates room for the development of young talents like Peyton Pritchard, who has been making waves. Additionally, with Porzingis often sidelined by injuries, Kessler could provide the defensive presence and consistency the frontcourt desperately needs. Meanwhile, Powell would serve as a valuable scoring asset to strengthen the bench unit. Joe Mazzulla responds to Adam Silver about NBA changes, a statement that shook the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver recently revealed that the league is studying the impact of the rising volume of three-point shots on the game. According to him, this trend has led to a uniformity in team styles, contributing to declining viewership. But Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla didn't hold back. With a team that has turned three-pointers into a deadly weapon, Mazzulla stands by his philosophy and the natural evolution of the game. After all, the Celtics are a powerhouse right now, and much of their success stems from prioritizing high-quality shots, especially from beyond the arc. A sharp rebuttal. Mazzulla not only defended three-point shooting but also compared the situation to other sports. In football, no one complains about too many touchdowns. Why is the increase in points in basketball seen as a problem? Mazzulla questions whether the criticism is truly about the numbers or more about the playing style. To him, the issue isn't the volume of threes but rather understanding how basketball has evolved. Since his arrival, Mazzulla has doubled down on what was already a trend for the Celtics: maximizing efficiency. Without forcing players to take perimeter shots, the team has achieved an impressive average of 51.1 three-point attempts per game this season. And the stats prove that this strategy is no accident. But what about the NBA's future? Silver raised a valid concern: the homogenization of playing styles. While exceptions like Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo bring diversity, most teams follow a three-point-centric approach. However, Mazzulla believes the issue extends beyond the numbers. The NBA faces an identity crisis, with fewer recognizable stars for fans. The lengthy regular season exhausts the audience. Many consume the game through highlight clips, diminishing interest in the full product. Even Mazzulla admits to watching NBA basketball mainly for work purposes. In his free time, he prefers other sports like soccer and cricket. Three-pointers are here to stay. Despite the criticisms, three-point shooting remains an indispensable strategic tool. For the Celtics, tough shots by Jason Tatum create easier opportunities for his teammates. Mazzulla argues that basketball hasn't lost its identity. To him, teams still play to their strengths. Meanwhile, the challenge for the Celtics, and the entire NBA, is finding the balance between innovation and entertainment. Hey Celtics fanatics! What do you think of this news? Leave your opinion in the comments, as it's highly valued.